more editing to do later in the week. Hello everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Crit Takers. Some of us musician and these wonderful weird people here all get to sit around and play the wonderful game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Really have nothing better to do with our lives.
So quick announcement.
How do we do? We just want to ignore those things.
Well, that's what D&D is for. Fuck. So quick announcements. We do, as mentioned last week, we do now have a Facebook page run by wonderful Hannah here. We hit 100 likes within the first day. So to everyone who's done that,
you are absolutely fucking adamant.
We're somewhere 150 like mark,
161
at the
That's crazy.
So for all those people who are liking us Facebook, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's where the main.
Yeah, that's where it goes first before I get a chance to post it to that shit.
Yep.
It's like a Patreon where you get it beforehand but with no money.
Yeah,
no money to change, but I can sell a Patreon if you like.
We'll look at that further down the line when, we all want to finally quit our idiotic day jobs and...
I'll draw rude, nudie pictures for the Patreon if you want to pay for the characters. I've already got one.
Yeah, you
heard it here first, folks.
D&D porn.
We do have a logo being designed in the minutes. So, and we've got the startings of hopefully maybe an intro song coming.
Yes.
So, all things exciting to come.
Yeah.
And until then, let's just get into it, shall we? So last week was a wonderful shopping adventure for the
yeah, it was.
Around 100 gold gems.
I'll admit, I haven't watched the video yet. Did you keep in the bit?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I've kept everything in.
Oh, fuck!
To be fair, you can't see much of it. You just see like projectile of.
New rule.
Don't say stuff if I was drinking.
Upon the party. Primarily spell getting needed things for a resurrection ritual that she's read about. The party also got a few other kind of needed and wondrous things. As well as dealing with a couple of weird ass shopkeepers and being dragged into the new Malorn's Magnificent Market.
I forgot to seduce that dragon lord.
Is the shop's not going anywhere.
It's always fun.
As the night carried on, the party found themselves back in the Dragon's Demon, drinking as per usual, enjoying the many splendors of drinking.
Wait, was I the only one that didn't actually get laid last time?
Yeah, because
you made no
effort. Oh no, you did. Yeah, you didn't. But Blake's wonderful new dire hug, wondrous figure. Bang Snowflake all night. Well, for at least the time he was around.
Snowflakes can have some porcelain puppies.
I don't know how that works, but I know me.
The party wakes up the next day. Most of them feeling alright. Some feeling a bit rough and walking funny. The party kind of assembles again back downstairs. Lee Spell runs off, gets the candles, comes back, and is informed that there's actually an area within the brewery right behind the Demon's Tavern, or the Dragon's Demon Tavern, to where they can perform and organize this ritual. So we pick up from there. Everyone's in the Dragon's Demon, enjoying their breakfast mimosas and... breakfast mimosa.
Leave that right now. Okay.
So Golden Marauders. What are you doing?
Recovering.
That was just double checking all the ingredients, making sure it's all there, what she needs to do.
Yep. Go through, you go over the notes again, you're like, hey, let's do this.
I kind of look at the notes and I was like, Ray?
Yes.
If you got a murder and pestle, like bar.
Yeah, you can borrow mine. I don't remember where I put his. She goes over and comes out, goes into like the kitchen, and you hear like some things moving out, comes out with this very ornate kind of gray, almost granite textured.
I don't want to give that back now.
That's sort of more mortar and pestle. Just give it a quick wipe out. I'm not sure if I can do it properly after last time I used it.
Sounds good to me. And just like reading through instructions and it's like get sunflower out and starts picking out all the petals of it and just chuck it in there.
Yep.
Just to go wash out in a minute.
So while she's doing that, what's everyone else doing?
Eat my breakfast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
breakfast, yeah. I'm eating my breakfast as well. But that was packed.
Good old ice pack.
Yeah.
Haven't provided the strong alcohol for you yet.
Yeah. Flakes just got up and immediately started work on his potions for the day. Just needs to prep for later. Because
Yep.
you never know.
You never know.
You
What
never
might
know
happen.
when you need to have a pie. So.
So as you're all kind of doing this, and it does take about an hour or so of kind of picking the petals off, making sure they're ready, putting them up, and then crushing them all up.
So much prep. They do
Eventually,
it in the ironweed as well.
yep. And we'll say that you managed to get the ironweed done in that time as well, mixing it all up. Yep. You gotta mix it
In with the phosphorus.
with phosphorus paint, give it a good mix around. Given a paintbrush as well, and we're ready. Let's go do this. Zorain leads you in through the back areas of Demon's Cavern. Anyone going with her for this?
Jam.
Really
Bring
fucking
jam
want
once.
to.
And I will
Some
come
jam
with
and toast with us.
No, jam and a spoon.
Yep.
What kind of jam though?
Blueberry jam.
Okay, not strawberry then.
No!
No, never again.
Yeah, strawberry, never again.
I'm saving the strawberries.
Yeah, I'll come. I'll come.
I'll come. Danita, Flake.
I'll come as well.
Oh, don't, guys, we've got performance issues.
What are we doing?
You never do with me, darling.
We're leaving or bringing back to life the
Andrew.
Yeah.
Am I needed?
I mean, how good
I
is
might
that
need a
breakfast?
sacrifice.
That's what we've got battle for. We're not needed, we're just being nosy.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
So you all kind of go through, you all kind of see kind of the back areas, the massive kind of kitchen, kind of little kind of cloakroom areas, and some other rooms on the bottom floor. You led through around into a door that leads straight into the brewery. You see part of the brewery you led into is a massive clear room. There are different kind of scribings on the walls, things like that, some kind of faded, some kind of look a bit fresher than others. You're kind of gathering that now and Rain probably use this room for ritual spell casting and other things as well. And they're very clean about how they do stuff. You know, for those who understand magic, the ways of crossing things like that over can be a little bit tricky.
Hey.
So,
I feel like I'm about to perform like human transportation to you guys. I'm like, yeah, full alchemist time. Races Ramada, anyone?
so you kind
I'm
of
not sacrificing my entire body, dude. This is not
I wouldn't mind a robot arm though.
just like a.
Don't worry.
You start getting the sigil and everything painted up onto the floor. And you finish up and you place the candles in the various points. You place the 3 gems.
And for the people that want to know where I'm putting it, I'm putting black at the top of the pentagram. Then
It's a pentacle too, so.
there's a pentagram at the top there, and then it's a pentacle after. There you go.
Yeah. Black, red, green, white.
Oh, that's this one.
Yeah.
So black north, red northwest,
Green, yep.
yeah, green southwest,
White.
white southeast, and then blue northeast.
Yep. And the 3 gems placed in the middle part. Being very careful not to step on any of the actual
Don't step on the line, or I'm gonna ruin it. I'm gonna have to start all over again.
What if I get jam in it?
Then Fianca's gonna be brought back as a jam-loving fiend.
I'm okay with
down
this.
for that.
I'm not. I'd rather be brought back as me and us. Yeah.
You will
What
have
if I
an
put jam on my
unfinished-
titties?
No.
No.
Because he will try to actually eat the titties. Not actually eat them in a good way. He will literally turn into a fiend. No. That's not good.
But
A fiend can't give you a life.
give me a dick though.
No. You still have tits. Sorry.
I'm getting the jam.
Right.
You go sit in the corner and eat your jam.
You just sat in this far in the corner, sat very kid-like, feet just straight out.
My jam.
Thranduil kind of goes and steps, again, very carefully of all the paintwork and everything, stands in the middle. Pull out your spellcasting, or whatever you're using as your spellcasting focus.
I think that's my orb actually.
Yep. And you start channeling the magic through your spellcast focus onto the pentagram.
Hurry up and stay alive.
You start thinking those kind of thoughts. And paint itself starts glowing. It starts going bright white as all the candles burn almost immediately down.
It's so real, guys.
The 3 gems in the middle start floating up, start spacing away from Thranduil, and they all burst at the same time. All the magic flooding in to Thranduil. As this is all happening, you're just seeing shadows leaving Thranduil. The shadows start circling the room upon the walls.
Pretty.
As you look at Thranduil, his skin starts becoming more colorful. The paleness, the grayness of his skin starts to go away.
Yeah, I feel so much alive. We're bringing so much alive.
After about 10 minutes of this all happening, the shadows swarming in more and more kind of vigorous, the paint fades completely. Thranduil's left there.
He's alive.
Yeah?
At that moment, a voice is suddenly heard.
Is she?
Uh-oh.
What did I do? Guys, what did I do?
Well, this is unexpected. As one of the shadows leaves the wall, it's about equal distance between you and Leespel and Thranduil. Starts rises up, taking a full form of a demon.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm glad you
The
guys
other
were
shadows start slowing, and 7 shadows just start coming out. You know, roll initiative.
Oh, damn.
Come on, let's be real. That actually was gonna happen. Okay, my initiative was shit. 'Cause clearly I am distracted still. Good.
Yep.
Am I in your place just waving down?
No, I'm probably exhausted. The fact that I just brought someone back to life.
Alright then, I need figures.
Oh, I need to roll.
Yep, so you
Yes.
are in the corner.
As per usual, I rolled absolutely
Oh,
garbage.
mate, next to roll somewhere.
I'm gonna watch them on.
The hell?
I think 6.
Yes. I just went.
Let me get it.
That one for that.
Nice.
Oh, you're frustrated.
Get that going. Hey.
I'm taking the important characters first.
Wow.
Like the ones that will actually be here for the duration of the campaign. Which is why Snowflake goes before you.
Ouch.
So wait, over there.
To be fair, blinding white light might scare a cop.
Yep. And roll some numbers as
Yeah,
well.
you
Powder. Isn't it that powder? Like cake back powder.
On a fluffernutter.
Oh, a fluffernutter.
Fluffernutter.
Oh, a fluffernutter, bitch.
Fluffernutter.
Yeah, it's got some powder on it, but for flintlock.
Oh, okay. Not enough
Oh, it's
to.
funny again. Where was it? What's that?
Wow. Roll a lot of shit numbers here.
I think we all did.
I think everybody rolled shit initiative, so. Maybe
Yay!
we'll balance out.
Nice. That sheet of paper. Right then. So.
I forgot to check up that. I forgot
Hey.
to spell
Can't-
it.
give me-
That's fucking
Right,
awesome.
People in here all of a sudden.
Spink.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Oh, 6.
Ant.
And I got 11.
12. And Snowflake got 15.
Okay, now the dog's better than me.
I know, right?
Everyone's doing well.
14. Looks better than me too.
8.
Wow, okay.
That's
So
because you're a
that's
bottom,
food.
darling.
We done gone goose.
No, I just fucking brought someone back to life. I'm a little bit distracted, not gonna
That's
lie.
fine, Keith.
So you're not the bottom in our relationship?
Well,
Because if
could
you're
be.
the top, then I'm crushed.
That could be just for you then.
Alright then.
I mean, I'm not saying Danny's not into asphyxiation, but...
So, top of the initiative will be Snowflake.
It's fine.
Alright.
Boobs.
Is
Snowflake is kind of here, kind of in the hallway bit.
Well,
Okay.
that's like main.
Can, yeah, Snowflake's going to charge at that shadow.
At the shadow, yep.
And give a bite.
Yep, make an attack roll.
18.
18, that hits.
What's that is 9.
No? Yep. Hard to, kind of see it's the shadow. It almost looks like a two-dimensional figure on there. Snowflake does find a bit of purchase, kind of biting in. At the same time, you can't tell if it's her or not. It is literally like a shade of shadow that just happens to have a humanoid look to it. Right. So that Danita is up after that one. So you are kind of sat in this corner in a minute
Yeah.
with Janice.
So they're back.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to scooch a little way forward so I can get them two fuckers with my bolt of lightning.
Right up on them?
No, this way, so that I'm
So she can literally straight line.
Gotcha, yeah.
so I can pick you. So let's see if I can actually hit the fuckers and whether or not I've still got too much jam in my fucking golf.
Maybe.
I think I jammed one everywhere and then everyone started to hit.
Okay, so what's that plus? Get off, you wee squeaky bitch.
Hey, I didn't do anything this time.
So that's a 12.
12 just hits.
Oh.
The jam shall not defeat me. Okay, so that is
Jam's part static.
So you're aiming down that way, were you?
Who's saving here, boy?
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, that too, yeah. Yeah, cool. Yes.
And then there's 4D. So hitting, there's that, and then so that is 8, so that's 7, and then there's the arc of lightning behind it.
7, right. So,
7 for the first one.
as you're kind of doing that now, and you get more of a kind of sense as you're doing it, you notice they have a bit of resistance to both the physical attack and the lightning coming out of it.
Well, they can break it back, can't they?
Yep, and they'll both make dex saves. 1, 2. 1 succeeds, 1 fails.
Okay. Okay, so that is. Ooh, so that's 10, that's 19.
19.
And one of them only takes half of it.
So 19 reduced down to half will be 9, and then, yep. So, that, he takes half again. Right, that's, Petal, you're up.
Alright.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to use Sword of Light Shadow on that.
The one next to you,
shadow.
yep.
Yeah, the one.
12. Just hits.
Alright. Five points of damage.
Whoops.
Can you do 2 actions?
Yeah, because the magic is through the sword, so she can use the sword, the attack from the second attack from the sword as a spell.
The 21.
21 hits.
Right, which you got. Seven points.
7 points, halved down to 3. Alright, now it's the Shadow Demon's turn. Well, I can't be the only one from the abyss. He extends out his long, shadowy hands as they kind of glow with a kind of a dark green, almost gray light, as then suddenly around him, forming out, come 7 hideous-looking kind of small demonoids with flesh rotting on off of that.
Okay, I fucked up. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to do a good thing.
It wasn't you. As he looks at Thandriel.
Damn it, Theo!
The curse is lifted. We're here to kill him.
No, watch. I haven't worked too fucking hard.
That ends his action. That, yep. With that, it is down onto Anton.
Okay.
This shit's not real.
Oh, it was the Shadow Demon's turn. Is the Shadow Demon in melee range with me next time?
No, it's that Shadow Demon's
Shadow
right
Demon.
here.
Oh, just that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
What do I want to do?
Well,
The
nobody
door's
gets
closed.
in the way. That's going to be a beautiful firefight.
I'm just going to go ahead and swing at this guy.
Yep.
Just let me go over.
You walk up.
You just watch.
Yep, summon the creatures to my hand, and... Ugh. 11 and 10.
Miss, unfortunately. It's kind of the first time you're seeing these kind of apparitions appear. You kind of go, still a little bit groggy from the last fight you endured. Summon it and just passes right through the shadow completely. Excuse me. Right, that's Leeswell, you're up.
Alright, I'm just going to turn a little bit towards him with that. And I'm just going to cast a nice little round burning hands on them. Because they're all in range.
So
It's a nice little arc.
1, 2, 3. So we'll get all these guys here.
Fab.
That's 6 of them.
And I think I'm going to cast that level 3.
Yep, so dex save, yeah?
Yeah.
It's 1, 10 is
Can I have 2 more d6?
4 of them. What's the DC they have to get over?
13.
13. So, Shadow Demon fails, but he has resistance to fire. These 3 mains, or 4 mains, these 2 succeed, them 2 fail, and he succeeds.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my little focus
Crystal
crystal.
fire, yep.
So, it's 20 normally, but with its this, it's
That's
doubled, so 40.
Nice.
So, he failed. He has resistance anyways,
So it takes 20.
so he still takes 20.
Nice.
Alright, these 2 succeeded, so half down to 20, half down to 10 again. Which just, now we'll just get incinerated straight away.
Excellent.
Stop interrupting my fucking ritual!
Then, what was it? Yep, those 2 are incinerated as well.
Maybe just take my rest. right? Oh yeah, so I have 3.
I'm sorry.
And
I'm tired, okay?
he succeeded, so it's 10. Yep.
I'm not working yet. Please come back later. Give a message.
Cool. Yep. So that's
So where do I leave a message?
now the fields. That was yours. Now it's these mains turn. These two are going to shuffle over. Tendril. 10, 15, 20. Get there, and then 5, 10.
You should fuck off.
So those 3 are going to attack Thandriel.
I was going to ask, like, are they just mainly after Theandra, or are they after everyone, and my answer has just been given to me?
And oh fucking miss.
Ah,
Two of
it must
them
be
just
dark.
yeah.
Dark to be stricken, so
Yeah.
no one can see it.
And then the one against you, Lisa, fucking misses greatly. Natural 2.
That should be
Right. At that, Flake.
Sweet. Right.
What's gonna do, Mushroom Boy?
Lightning bolts and motherfuckers.
Yep.
Don't know if it's worth taking out the demon by
I'll
taking out those 3.
Don't hit the Android, he's more delicate.
Yeah.
The big guy's the one that summoned all the little guys.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. You get. Oh, I can get here. There you
So
go.
don't hit me.
Probably should walk past him when you attack.
Yeah, they'll get that.
I'll take a risk.
People.
Yep.
I'll take a
So
risk. I'll bear in mind, my AC is now 12.
yeah,
Oh my
19 to
God.
hit.
Oh, well, never mind.
For 2d4 slashing damage.
Ooh, well, I am my awesome armor. I am
Um,
now resistant to all kinds of bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. And all that.
so that's 4
So
points of slashing, so we're do it down to 2. Yep.
that was well worth doing. Right, okay, I'm going to cast lightning bolt towards this guy, so hopefully I'll get
So
both of
you're-
those 2.
So you're looking at yeah.
Yeah, straight lines.
So
on
1,
there.
2. Yep.
Yeah. Alright. Got to beat
There's
50.
a lot of fire and lightning flying around at the moment. Whoa!
Both
Keep that
failed.
close.
So angry.
Sweet.
Keep that right close to your cap.
Big Demon is resistant to lightning.
I
Oh, actually, no. He's
Nice.
immune to lightning.
What's the good
Oh,
damage?
Because you
What?
just shoot the lightning bolt out, the main in front just gets hit, full on hit. You just see the shadow, the lightning just pass through the shadow
Oh.
demon,
Well, it's not
and it
even-
just kind of gives a really. He's the only kind of shadow there with a face
Yeah.
to him, and you just see this very gnarled, twisted smile.
Yeah. Well, that's annoying. Okay, so I need to roll damage to the yellow guy.
Yep.
Can I roll another 2d6 or something? Excellent. Oh well. 5, 10, 16, 17,
My die.
20, 22, 24, 25.
Yay, fine.
And you just see this like rotting flesh little demon thing there. It's kind of
Smell.
almost explodes from the shock of the lightning.
Yeah.
It is now the shadow's turn.
Right, is that shadow counting in melee with me or is he not?
He is.
Good, because then at the start of his turn, my armour should burn him.
How much more will go again? 40 feet.
Oh, damn.
Were any of these creatures casted undead?
I don't think shadows are undead. I think they're aberration. Let me check.
Okay. One that raises damage if you can affect it.
Well, never know.
Funny you
Why
say
not?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are classes of undead.
Sweet.
Monster manual.
What, so they've died before then?
Well, you're going to find out now.
Yeah.
So, that one will take how much? 3d6. Was that Benita?
Yep. Hang on.
Got the battery order.
8.
8 fire damage, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So he only takes 4.
So he's just in frame. That as well. Fuck my life.
Yep.
Simple using that.
So, first, these three are going to go against you, Flake.
Bring it on.
Right, so, a natural 18 plus 4, 22 to hit on the first one.
Yeah.
10 down the second one, that one hits. 7 hit on the third, so 1 hits.
Right.
Yep, so first of all, you take 8 points of necrotic damage,
Okay.
and then you permanently lose 2 points to your strength until your next short or long rest. So warning guys, if your strength with these shadows get reduced to 0, your character dies.
Wait, what?
What?
So I'm down to. Oh, not modifier.
So that's not a
Yeah, so
modifier,
you-
that's our actual number.
Okay, I'll
So that is the score, not the modifier.
Okay, so it's not +1 that I'm going to lose.
So,
It's going to be 12.
so if you lose
How
12,
do you do on
I want
Uh,
that.
you,
I've already had a death
Oh, yeah,
sentence. I don't want that.
remember what your strength score is though, because when you finish a long or short rest,
It'll go
it
back.
does go back.
yeah.
it?
Okay,
So-
You can do another modifier.
Yep.
Down.
So then, that one's going to attack you, Anton, as it kind of felt more your swings over Denise being there. And that is a natural 20 to hit.
Ah,
What did you-
going to be lucky?
Hey!
It's natural 17 plus 4.
No.
So you've taken the crit away.
Yeah, dude, good.
But that is going to be 8 points of necrotic damage. And you lose 2 on your strength.
I'm not strength.
That's the problem though, because
You
you're not
run
strength
out
based,
quicker.
means you'll run out quicker. Right, we got 2 around Petal.
Petal.
Oh no!
First one is 15 plus 4, so that's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
And the second one is an 18 plus 4.
Yep.
Alright, these guys are rolling big today.
So the first one hits you for 7 points of necrotic damage. The second one is 8.
Hang on.
So that's 15 points of necrotic damage
Hang on.
altogether.
It's not.
He's pretty fucked.
And you lose 7 points on your strength modifier.
Hang on, wait, so 7 first for damage.
So it's 15 altogether on damage.
You just lost half your strength.
Yeah, I know.
Shit, man!
You click your strength for the
If you
top.
click your strength at the top, and then it will say other modifier.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we have a couple of words here.
7.
And you have a shadow around you as well, Lisa Val,
It should change it.
which is a 17 to hit.
You're a dead man!
Oh, hang on.
No,
You
you
take
added it to it.
6 points of necrotic damage,
Override score. Override score for 7.
and you lose 1 strength.
Okay, that's not terrible.
That ends their turn. At that, the top of the initiative, you all suddenly hear a noise coming from the roof.
Oh.
The roof is about up here. It's a pretty tall building.
That is
As-
fucking huge.
Yep. As suddenly a patch on the roof goes cold, frozen, and breaks in
Oh.
as a silver dragon
Oh!
Randy!
Why?
flies down.
Okay, bitch, you got some fucking explaining to do.
Is it
Okay.
Wendy? Or is it New Dragon?
Silver,
Oh.
not white,
Oh, fuck.
flies
Oh,
down.
fuck.
Right, it's about to
Wait,
get
wait, wait, wait.
Oh, we're starting a new campaign next week.
Doesn't recharge. Doesn't that? Flies right down behind the shadow demon,
Right.
Is it going to eat the Shadow Demon?
and it takes 3 attacks: 2 with its bite, 1 with it, 2 with its claw, 1 with its bite at the shadow demon.
Grab Bobby!
So it's
I'm just saying it
Can I
silver.
Yeah, can I seduce the dragon?
and yep. So 1 hit,
Go for it.
Those are going to be interesting.
2 hits, and all 3 hits with a wonderful plus 10 modifier.
Nice.
And the claws do
Alright, let's
3 plus 9, 27.
Yeah. for you, Grandma.
For cousin Earl.
Cousin Earl.
So the Shadow Demon's looking fucking angry at the minute after that.
You were dead.
Still kicking. And the Silver Dragon is just kind of like, who has summoned this evil? Let's go back to the top of the initiative on Snowflake.
Right.
Snowflake good.
We did not summon the spell beast.
Yeah, right, Snowflake's
Technically, I didn't.
No, you just separated it.
So
Snowflake's gonna
Snowflake
attack
kind of
that.
drops in behind
Yeah.
the Shadow.
Yep.
Stacking the Shadow, yeah?
Yeah. Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, the Pierce gonna get his fucking ass handed to him after by me. He's like, what? How did you tell me about this?
Yeah, I was gonna like.
I forgot Thandrill's turn actually.
Oh,
Oh, so you actually are going to participate?
So I kind of overseas.
Survive.
Fair enough.
I said like, I'm fucking human that.
Yeah.
So I kind of turn around, swiping at them too. It kills one and goes for the other and just completely sits the other one as he kind of killed it. And as he's doing that, you notice his skin goes gray again for a moment. Goes gray again for a moment and then returns back to color.
He needs to have his heart checked because, you know, he's got some dodgy blood pressure issues going on.
And at that moment, as you all kind of were looking at him, his skin, as his skin run, his entire body kind of had a black, necrotic, dead feel to it again, and he came back to life.
Yeah.
So Snowflake's attacking the Shadow.
Yeah. Yeah. 20.
Yep.
I go forwards.
I like him less.
Ooh.
But I feel that we have to kill Goo
Six.
eventually.
6. Oh, 9. Yeah, it's 9. 9 plus 2.
18 plus 2, 20, halved down to 10 due to resistance. Yep.
It is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not just
Yeah.
being a dick.
So on Lisbeth's next turn, she can do a study check on it, on them, find out all the stuff. And see if she actually does know if he's right or not. But after that, it is Denita's turn.
No, I'm gonna kill a bitch. I don't know.
Can I use my sword of teleporting to teleport and then use a different weapon to attack?
You have to use the sword to attack with.
Cock.
Because that's how the sword works. You would do it.
Teleport in on the attack.
Will I be able to throw a dagger through this mess to get to that fucking demon camp?
You don't have a clear shot. Those 3 shadows there are
What about over the top?
all you can see.
Kobe!
If you do that,
This bitch empty! Jeez!
if you do that, you would have to make it at a disadvantage.
Can I throw you over the top? I'm standing right next to you.
This is about my turn anyway, so that dick gets 3d6 of fire.
Yep.
That's 5, which is going to go down,
Down to 2.
2, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. It's all damage.
Better kick and teeth.
Okay, I'm gonna stab the bitch next to me, short of fire damage, with my poison lace dagger. See if they're resistant to that too!
Okay.
Anything else you're resistant to? You old fuckers.
So make an attack roll.
Just figuring out which one are you.
Do we decide if they had radiant damage or resistance to that?
Well, no one's done any radiant damage to any of them yet, so you have no idea.
Oh, I thought you were resistant to
Yeah,
that.
you did tell me. Well, you told me they were.
Yeah, I told you that the shadows are classed as undead.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm confused. It says roll 1d4 or 2d6 for the damage. Which one do I roll? Because one of them's got poison next to it. Do I roll both?
Yeah, it should be rolling both.
Yeah.
Okay, just to make sure.
You got hit first.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I was trying to figure out how to use the fucking weapon that I've never used before. Right, that is a 19 plus I think it's 5, yes.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Okay, so now it's
I was
trying to
gonna say
figure out
something
what
before I
I'm doing.
phrase it first.
And then,
Oh dear.
right, so that is a 3 plus 2, that's a 3 on the stab.
Yep, so that's reduced down to 1.
1. And then the poison, that is working at 8.
As you stab the dagger in, you see the kind of slight movement of the pain. You see no trace of the poison being left behind though. From that, you gather it's immune to poison.
Just a hand, isn't it?
Yep. Yep. That's all.
Right, I am going to use Oathbow on.
You're going to have disadvantage at the shot
Yeah,
because
I
you're
know.
on melee with two.
Okay, well,
shadows.
I'll go with me. I'll use the Sword of Light Shadow and use acid splash on the one in front of me.
Yep.
Alright, see if that's immune to that shit. It's 19 plus 7.
Hits.
That's 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage, reduced down to 1.
They're just having a me.
Bless you.
You're not special.
You have another attack?
Yeah, I'm going to use Ray of Frost at them for my sword.
Yep.
See if they're immune to that shit. Oh, that's 11 plus 7.
That hits.
That's fine.
On the same one, yeah?
Oh, that's 5.
Reduced down to 2. It is now the Shouting's turn.
Hands off.
As he moves.
I picks up the Andrew.
Yeah.
There you go, jump up.
Hey, get sorted, we go home now.
Choppy bye.
He turns around to face the silver dragon.
You leave my grandpappy alone.
Grandmammy.
Grandmammy. My
Granny.
cousin Earl.
And he swipes round with the claw of the dragon. Or
Bitch, do not hurt my ancestor Earl. Fucking fuck you up.
which hits.
Just say it right now.
The dragon takes 10 points of slashing damage. Which the dragon's like, fine.
Eh.
That's like,
It's like a little scratch. Just flesh wound.
That's just a bit of scratching.
You just kind of see the shadows, kind of again. Rose kind of see his face, that cocky smirk, and the dragon's like, right back at it. Anton.
Bitch, make
Let's
yourself.
go for 2 more slices at this freaking shadow piece of that in front of me.
Yep.
Actually hit it this time. Nice. Natural 20 and a 17.
Both hit. So obviously roll for the natural 20 first.
First. 24 points of damage.
Reduce down to 12. To which.
No, wait, so that's doubled, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, 24 altogether.
It's ratified, so that'd be 19.
As you first slice, the shadow completely dissipates.
I didn't need the other attack then.
No, you do have the other attacks.
Do I use the other attack?
Yeah, I'll let you use that other attack if you want.
Oh, the 17. Let's go against the little guy.
A little there, yep. So you just kind of casually walk up to it, and you're very black heart, piratey, just like,
Cockiness. This one does. Damn. 16. 21 points of damage.
and it's like stuck on the end of your blade. It's rotting flesh.
Let go of it and re-summon its mouth.
It's not there anymore. Yep. That's
2 kills.
Lisa, though, you're up.
Cool. Right.
Kick him in the dick.
Okay, right. I am gonna go for that one.
Yep.
And then I know that fucking needs fire damage, but fire is all I've got on some else at the moment.
What, the main?
Hmm?
I didn't say the main was immune to fire damage.
No.
Yeah, the main.
Oh.
That's the main.
I don't know.
You know it as a lesser D10.
Oh yeah, was I meant to be doing an academic check as well?
I'll give that. That is a bonus action if you like.
Okay. Right. Let's do. Just do a fireball over his ass.
Yep.
I don't want to risk getting snowflake. You
I saw that roll. It went
What's your plus?
hello.
What is that?
plus 5, so it's 9 total.
Just hits.
Ah!
Names have like a 9 AC.
Considering it just went from 18 back to fucking 4.
Oh.
Shit.
The dice. The dice!
Dice hate me. And I need 2, 10. Oh, 20!
Nice.
You make up for that.
The warehouse currently smells of rotting flesh.
I already did anyway, didn't I?
But I thought it smelled like jam.
No, there's now smell of rotting and burning flesh.
You'll
Don't
never be
take
able
that
to
smell.
with
Very damn still
Also
smell like.
surprised there's no city guards coming in after seeing the dragon go through
The
there.
roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, yeah, we can take that knowledge. Do you want to do the academic check as your bonus action?
Yeah.
That's cocked.
These are good
I'll take that one.
trades.
18 plus 8.
8.
Yep.
I think I'll know this.
So, you do understand that the Shadow Demon is a demon, and it summons other demons. Now, I'm not going to worry about them because there's like one left. You do know the Shadow Demon is resistant to acid, fire, necrotic, thunder damage, as well as bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks. Immune to cold, lightning, and poison. Vulnerable to radiant. The Shadows are very similar though. They're vulnerable to radiant. They're resistant to acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, and bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. Immune to necrotic, poison as well.
So if I was to use. Where is that?
We already found
The daylight
some
candles,
Dropping
but
them.
that actually make any effect.
Just drop them.
It wouldn't do
So,
damage to
all
them.
problems.
It would just create intense sunlight.
Half it on the
You do know that the Shadow Demon and the Shadows would get. They wouldn't get weaker, but they'd be at more of a disadvantage in the sunlight.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna like that. But
Do
next
that on your
turn.
next turn, because it is now.
Gonna like that shit next turn.
But
And after that info,
Yeah, I'm gonna
at that point I just literally scream across the battlefield. Radiant damage!
so I'll just kind of hear amongst the muffled points of
Yeah.
these shadows and kind of the right flash. Radiant damage!
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam level 3.
Right, one of the many things
on
I
the
cannot
end, so
do.
you
I
need
know,
to make
same.
A Constitution
Have a
on
can.
down.
Somebody
Shadow Demon,
Yeah,
yeah.
Constitution save
Constitution save.
15.
Do you have anything else? Like,
He
do
rolls a
radiant
4
damage?
plus 1.
Excellent. Can I borrow a
I
D10?
know.
You don't have the shiny sparkly one.
Shiny, shiny.
Just so much so that one goes on the floor.
7,
If that's the
12,
shiny
15.
15 doubles.
Yes,
Yep.
and I'll keep the concentration on him.
So you kind of see through the kind of effects of the shouting there. That moonbeam just came through, more or less like the open point where the dragon came through. Bit of an angle, but then kind of rightens up somewhere on the shadow demon. It hits it, and you just see, it doesn't fall to his knees. He doesn't have knees. He's like just floating, but you just see him in now agonizing pain.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I'll keep the concentration on there, so hopefully when he starts his next turn, he
Yeah.
takes another.
So
3d10.
Main's turn. He's gonna walk into there, and he's just gonna looking at between you and Thandrol a minute, and he doesn't really know who to attack. That's for you. For a 13 plus 2, so 15 to hit.
15 just hits.
Okay.
Ooh.
Like, if you fucking die after everything we did to try and stop you dying, I
6
will
points of
kill you.
slashing damage.
Hey, it might stop it if whatever fucking wish is happening.
I can't
It's fine, I've got
shit.
much more health now.
It's now the Shadow's
Oh.
turn.
I got items when we leveled up.
So,
You need to make
I
another
got 10.
Constitution
I
save.
was like, pow!
Shadows, not Shadow Demon.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
So, those 3 are going to go for you again, Spink.
You roll me or what?
You
Alright.
get your health.
Seriously?
How much your health is that?
One with a.
Oh,
what
I
is
didn't.
it?
Yeah, you can just add
23 to hit?
Like the D
Yeah.
thing. The roll means you can either get higher or you can get
13 to hit,
Yep.
and 12 to hit.
Yep, all can hit. Right, I'll take half damage and we'll win.
First one is going to be 12 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Second one is 7 points of necrotic damage. And the last one is 13 points
Sick.
of necrotic damage.
13, 7,
And you lose 8 points on your strength.
Awesome.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm alright. Strength-wise, not so much. But health-wise, I'm fine.
Strength right now.
Give me 1 second.
We'll be on 4.
Yep.
Dead.
Same.
Those two around you, Pedal, are going to go through again. One with a 10 to hit, and the other one with a 15.
Nope, both miss.
And the last one against you, Lisa, for a 10 to hit.
Okay.
Right. That is their turn. Thandriel now, as he just swings up at that last main and just kills it. Now, I don't even roll damage. I have like 1 HP left. As he then rushes in that shadow. This way. Yeah. Yep. And what did he got for his thing? Sword. I haven't actually used him in a while.
He used to be.
As he kind of does these two attacks again, you're now known this ant as like first-hand experience. His skin just goes full gray again as these attacks come through, and just like an extra bit of necrotic. You see kind of the shadowy death following his sword as he's making these swipes, and as he's doing it, especially into the shadow seems to be taking this form of necrotic damage, apparently. Okay.
We may need to get into a priest or some shit.
Sorry.
Some sort of godly person.
Yeah.
As you see another
Spoil the
shadow
fun,
just
though.
dissipates completely.
Girls, I didn't hit
I
Nice.
think we need Jesus.
Amazing Jesus.
Top of the initiative. Silver Dragon flies up and out a ways a bit.
Everybody duck.
Yes.
Oh god, I'm standing right, just like this like.
It's like,
Swear.
don't hurt me!
Nice. Let me get this.
Look at the scales! Look at the scales! I want to you!
Good. So, 1, 2. Right. So,
Thank you, boy.
Flake, Danita, Anton, you all need to make a Constitution save.
Oh boy.
Save.
Save.
Oh,
Yes.
Down 2.
You're not
Oh,
saying
shit.
stuff.
I have -2 for constitution saves.
I have +5.
And I rolled 12.
So, hang on.
That's okay, I'll bring back to life later.
Yeah. Went well last time.
I love
Thandriel succeeded. The shadows failed. 17 to beat.
Oh fuck, that's what I've done.
Fuck
I got
that.
16.
10.
16. You all failed.
Okay, and say for the sake of it, and kind of the way it was angled, the way it's being angled, you three aren't going to be taking any more of the main brunt of the damage.
Yeah.
So that's just going to be unfair.
You know it's cool when the DM takes pity on you.
Do you want to take the full 12 DA damage?
That'll be lights
That's
out
an
on
English.
everybody. That'll be a party like.
Why, guys, why? We need to start again.
Get out.
Did you get spares of those ingredients? Because you're going to be a resurrected in a few more of us.
Hopefully you don't have any fucking shadows popping out of you.
Right. So.
We're demon, for fucking sake.
Yes! Just gone. Am I dead now? How much am I taking? I'm
Wait,
dead.
wait,
I'm
wait,
dead.
the demon's gone.
Hang on.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
hang on.
Oh, I can't do that demon. This will just be later.
3 of you do take only 2 points of cold damage. Oh.
Fucking hell.
As you see the silver dragon's head rolling back, you see the eyes kind of stop glowing as well. Just fade out, just glowing. Our eyes return to normal.
I like my ancestry.
Right. Got a pencil.
Somewhere.
I got pencils everywhere. That's gone. That's gone. Yep.
So the other guys aren't
Snowflake's up.
Snowflake's up, but I'm going to attack that.
As there's still 3 shadows on the
Yeah.
As James put his in, I'm going to tap that rather than tap
Yeah.
that. I felt like,
Yeah, of
whoa!
course it
I
can't.
won't put it past Gretel, I mean.
No, it's not Petal, it's
Snowflake.
No, Snowflake. It won't come across the thing.
Look at it. Look at it again.
Oh yeah!
Oh,
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
I've just remembered, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What?
It's still a little bit sharp, but just this kind of wave of cold. You all of you as well
Oh,
in
you
the
got
room
cold just
get this
listening,
wave of cold, refreshing cold, hit you. You guys a little bit kind of more, kind of like a minor case of frostbite, kind of.
When you
Fine.
mix up hard.
Oh, this is
Yep.
that shit.
Yeah, so that was it. Danita, you're up.
Just bring Miss Sarah Leaf in the corner that she's not fucking dead.
Yeah, there aren't many of these pictures left really, are there?
Brilliant, yeah.
3 left.
Which one's going to let his feet?
Yeah, you're
That
going to be
one's
safe out as well.
30 feet.
Okay, can I use my long sword of dimensions to teleport behind it, which then gives me a sneak attack if I can. So, I'm sneaking, but let's see if I can hit.
Kind of put the longbow back, hold the sword out, disappear.
I like to imagine there was that popping sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah.
What's his attack to hit?
Sorry?
What's it to hit?
Does not say on there.
No, I got 3 plus 4. Should hit it.
No.
But,
You wrote a 7.
yeah.
Doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
But,
You do have advantage on that attack though.
You have advantage, so you can roll again.
I was going to say I have a lucky
Yes,
break.
that-
That's
that-
not 3. That don't count. Hit again. Well, that was 4. That's 4. But, no, that don't count. That's
Yep.
5.
And you pop up behind the shadow and you kind of swipe up and the blade just glides through. With
This
that,
attack versus shadow.
that's all you're up.
Right. The one next to me, I'm going to cast Hex on it.
We're both.
Yep.
What's Hex do? Come on, check.
What do you mean check?
It turns them into a hexagon.
Yeah, it does.
Do it.
Awesome.
Oh, 2.
So
You don't need to roll for Hex. Hex is an automatic.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah, Hex is a
Okay.
spell it's a curse
Okay.
spell that just automatically.
I have to roll like 1d6 then.
Read it. It's when you do damage. So when you attack it,
Ah,
they add
I
an
see.
extra
Ah,
d6.
I see, yeah. Oh, okay, fair. Right, so I'm gonna swipe it with
So
my.
bad he knows his spells.
It's like, show the card, what I say?
Beforehand is using Hex an action or bonus action. So it's
Action.
an act. Let's say you don't have anything else.
Oh, well.
To attack,
Okay.
to get 2 attacks, you have to
Oh,
make
yeah,
the
yeah,
attack
yeah,
action.
okay.
Yep. So after that, Anton, you're up.
I'm going to shout to hell to duck. I'm going to put the rapier away, pull out the new fancy pistol.
Oh, fancy schmancy.
You
Oh,
pull,
fancy.
you pull out, and you kind of see just like this pistol just covered in like skulls,
Yeah.
like little and tiny bones, and then different kind of runes as well. Points, pulls it out. Points, takes aim.
First time used it, but I did. That's 14.
It's. So which one are you aiming at?
The one with the hex on it.
Yep.
So there's 1d10 plus 3 for its normal
Yep.
piercing damage. I'll do that first. That's 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage reduced down to 3. Yep.
Yeah. Then it does 1d10 necrotic damage.
If I did agree with that right,
Yep.
it takes the full
damage.
Yep. So you don't need to.
Or immune.
It takes 10 points straight away.
Nice.
And now I get to roll with a 30% chance of something happening.
Nope, because it's an undead and it's a shadow.
Oh, it's
undead.
human. Yeah.
Aww.
It has to be human or beast for that effect to take place.
Time.
Next time.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Oh, yeah, possibly depends on how far you get guys tonight.
Cool.
Right, you do have a second attack, Antoine.
Yeah, but I can't use a pistol because he's reloading. So I'm going to charge out the other one. Yeah. Pistol away, summon the vizier, and 18 plus whatever.
Yeah, that's gonna 12 AC.
That takes. Fuck, I will.
I know.
12 points of damage. That's 4 kills for me.
Nice.
As the sixth shadow goes. Right, with that, all of the least spells up.
A bow of tooth.
Sorry, people, jewelry malfunction.
No!
I've been told.
It's right next to one.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna try and shoot firebolt with us, but I'm gonna use crystal fire to double.
Yep, so you kind of pull the crystal fire out.
13
I do get to roll from a pistol.
plus 2 on that one, so that's
So kill
15.
something, is it?
Oh yeah, that's right. No, you don't get to roll. So you now have.
No, it says damage is increased by 1d10.
Yeah. So when
Oh,
you make
right,
shoot
yeah.
again,
Oh,
you add an
okay.
extra D10 and necrotic damage on top of it. Yeah.
That sounds a bit deadly.
The more kills I make with it, the more it gets.
Is that for the fight? Not
16,
forever. Just
two.
forever.
Until it isn't used in combat or into a long rest. So.
Okay.
That's the last one.
That was the last one.
And now we've just got to
Breathe
the
in for a
dragon.
sec.
Right.
Right. Next.
So it's all settling down.
Is it the fight over even though we're like fucking dragon?
The dragon's there. Fight's over. Everything's calm. Vandrill's like breathing. It's been a while since I've had the thrill of battle and felt a heartbeat, although you see Vandrill just checking his hands and kind of feeling his face a bit. This what was gray, kind of white hair is now the same kind of blonde Vandrin's is flowing down.
Oh, he's blonde?
He's just kind of stood there, just feeling. He's just sitting there feeling his face. Just like, I think I could use a drink.
I want to see how this goes. It was right there!
Yeah, keep rolling toward her bag. He wants to go in her bag.
As
C&D,
the silver,
everybody.
as the silver dragon kind of, not gingerly, but kind of almost strides, walks up to you guys, to all of you. It's like, so what was going on here to have something like that be summoned so close to my home?
Yeah, I just start pointing at Lisa.
Reloaded
I just get my bow out as well. I just get my bow
Dragon.
out ready for.
I'm not here to hurt anyone.
Okay, good.
I'm a silver dragon after all, one of the metallic dragons.
Dragon's a dragon.
You're
right?
so very good.
Aye.
Anyway, I just summoned this.
The dragon kind of turns her head over and looks at you. It's like, you have the same ancestry as me.
Yeah.
So it is your cousin Earl.
Here's the color.
The name is Yashtil.
That's not quite as catchy as Earl.
I'm a female. Earl doesn't sound like a female.
Early.
Could be.
Early.
Erla.
Early.
Jowling.
I shall warn you, I have two different type of breath weapons. I don't need to use the other.
I'm not trying to be mean.
With that, you start seeing kind of silvery kind of thread magic weaving around Yastiel as suddenly her form starts to shrink down. And she appears to be a wood elf, similar to Lisabelle, but instead of the kind of colorations most wood elves have, the kind of tan look, she is silver.
Pure
Head to
silver.
toe with long,
Silver.
very long silver hair. No, she still has like different kind of features, and there's like a scaled look to her still. She's wearing kind of very vibrant and very kind of formal dress as well.
She's very pretty.
Very pretty.
Much better than family hair.
So why?
Well, we technically separated out of our friend here. I mean, did not know it was there.
I kind of get my notebook out. I was like, I found this resurrection skull on him, and this happened.
She kind of takes notes and.
Kind of important that he's kind of dead.
Yeah, he's hacked over.
He's not no more. Maybe.
No, I'm quite alive now. Definitely thought
The
racing
racing
heart
heart's
has
going
anything to do with it. Don't know if that demon was a part of me. Being that a devil cursed me, I doubt it, but.
It could have hurt you with the demon.
Well, devils and demons hate each other with a passion. So.
They could
They
have
might
trapped
hate
it
you with
inside of you as a punishment for it.
No, I think it was summoned by something else.
Okay.
Something a little bit more godlike.
So I fucked up. I fucked up a little bit then.
And at that point, you just hear clambering, something like books falling over as Nalaraz runs to. What the fuck was going on in here?
You missed all the fun. We could have used you, but really. I mean.
I'm sorry, I didn't. I see a silver dragon flying into my brewery and need to make sure everything's alright.
Yeah, she's pretty. But you missed the demons, or whatever they were, or devils,
He
or
looks.
whatever.
Nalaraz, the blue dragonborn, kind of looks over, is like. Just kind of points and thumbs up at the now silver wood elf standing there, recognizing her almost immediately. Okay, and he's like throws like a handful of books he just had in his hand onto the floor.
Like that.
Right, well, taverns and just walks back. You see now after a bit of a grump just walking back in.
Bye some more Goblin Jeff.
Hi, Nalaraz. Nice to see you.
We love you, thank you for us, you should say.
I ain't paying for that.
No, that's technically Theandra's fault, so he can get Vandrin to pay for it.
Yashtia looks up and goes, oh, yeah, and she kind of raises her hands up. You see, again, still kind of same silvery thread and weaving from her hands, stretch up to it and just freezes over completely, solid.
That's really cool, but we should still get Vandrin to pay for it.
Yeah, and if she's not careful, I'll start calling her out.
Well, if I remember right, Nalaraz is pretty good at woodwork, so I'm sure he doesn't mind doing it.
I'll just start calling her out.
Okay, I think some explaining needs to be done.
At that point, I literally turned around, walked over to Pierre and went, talk now!
And dress now.
This came from you!
This is actually not going
And
high.
I want to know from you.
Then.
Stop pointing at me!
Captain, would you like
Why-
some jam?
Why would
Enough
you
for the
think?
jam.
Just pulls the gun bottle that he's still there. Just takes a
Why
swig.
would you think I would have anything?
Because it came from you!
Just because it.
They
Where's
seem to be after you.
Lots of people come after me after I got drinking. Doesn't mean I know what happened.
They seem to have a vendetta against him.
Yeah.
Not just generally killing him because he fucked the last drink.
Let's be rational about this. And you kind of see Tendril now has kind of cool head back on. And just.
I'm just kind of like.
Let's be rational. Let's be rational. Let's get some drinks. And let's be rational.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be so rational after drinks now. You ain't a spooky
No.
anymore.
It's alright, I've got something for that.
Drinks can wait. Explanation first. Because I'm going to need a drink after.
You sure you don't need
So-
drink now?
Anton just walks to the bar.
Yeah, Anton kind of walks off out of the.
Pencil follows it.
Yeah,
I
that
just
was
like
like
grab Theo and drag Theo to the bar like belt, we're
Yeah,
going
just
to
do
talk
this
at the bar.
Done.
Yeah. Yashtiel kind of follows.
I just kind of fall to the floor and just sit there. I'm like, the fuck just happened?
You need alcohol, woman! Get your
I
ass
need alcohol!
No!
I just want a ritual!
As Yashtiel gets to the door, she
I'm
turns around and
summoning you to the bar.
it might be an idea to come with us.
Baby, I'll make you feel better when I make you come later. Just come alright.
I kind of climbs to my feet, like, okay. Like,
Yashtiel
doggy
kind of looks
like,
back at you, it's like, I suppose I don't want to know what she means by that.
Nope. Just let it slide.
Something to do with jam.
Just jam.
Always.
Is it tastier than goblins?
Always.
Okay.
Except goblin jam.
You all make your way back in through the tavern. A few people kind of come in now, and a few of the tables filled up. Still kind of quiet. It's now kind of late, easily late morning, near noon. Now, after everything being done, the ceremony, and then the little kind of quick battle, they're all now sitting down, all drinks. Vangel's just kind of like still trying to takes the tankard and just inhales the pint. He leans back and go. That feels better, but I wonder how much it's going to take me to get drunk.
Baby boy, baby, take it slow. You know, put the trainer back on.
We need to be rational before the dream wheels even come off.
It's like one of my drafts of happiness.
After the rational.
I didn't know you was holding out that good kush.
Oh, we only used it once. When I first met you guys.
Oh yes,
used
with
it
on that man, that idiot dwarf turned into a rabbit. Yes.
Yeah, that was the one. That was a good one.
We're not talking about that.
Okay.
So, being rational.
Okay.
Shadow demon and a bunch of shadows appear up coming through. And the city happens to be currently attacked by a bunch of orcs and goblins, who last I checked were working for one of the gods known as the Shadow. Rational thinking there. God doesn't want me to be alive.
Well, it's not we want you to be alive, so nah.
So he's going to have to get fucked because we're clearly more important.
I think considering other recent events, and he kind of looks at you and he's well, that one, particular one. It could-
What did you do? You don't want to question Theo like, oh, blah, 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 but that little made me think maybe you're going to want him to come back. Don't accuse him of holding out if you ain't speaking the truth, woman.
I've been sworn to secrecy, I can't.
Your wife doesn't count.
Later then.
Later indeed.
Lisa, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Whoa!
I have a DC of
Because
17.
my flirting was so good.
No.
No. So after kind of Thangel's speaking, you guys kind of, and Denny to kind of give you kind of looks like what's going on. Yashtiel just leans in and just like, so what is it you're looking for? She whispers it to you as well. So if anyone wants to
That's
try
not
and
creepy.
hear, you have to make a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. You know. Not the one, I'm not. I put mushrooms in my ears.
Oh, yeah. I got 19.
13.
You just hear kind of muffled about looking. You don't hear much else. You two do hear exactly what it said. What she said. Just what Yashio just turning in and going, what are you looking for?
Artifacts of the world. Earth one's missing.
What, you said the Earth one's missing? I yell.
An artifact check in.
16.
16. Those exact words ringing a massive bell about four particular artifacts, four particular gems.
You've been holding out on me!
You're right about.
Okay, he's just gonna sit back in his flat, take note.
Got your back, Kip. You wanna know what I know?
I'll make a perception check to see if it actually recognition passes across his face.
He's
make an
probably
insight.
hooked up, yeah.
Yeah, make an insight check. Anton, make a deception check.
Why do I feel like we're about to play poker?
20.
Fuck's sake! I got 10.
Yep. He leans back and he just has like a perfect kind of poker face.
Fucking poker.
And you just assume that lean back was just coincidence of timing.
Coincidence my fucking ass, but alright.
Heimdall would know all about this if
You
he
would,
was
yeah.
there.
Well, no, Heimdall's dead to us right now.
And if he comes back, he's gonna actually be dead.
No, he's not. You're gonna be nice to him.
I make
not
no
happy.
promises.
I'm gonna mummify him with jam.
I like it. Word.
Well, you
Find
put,
a way.
first you put it all into a bath, then you chuck Heimdall into it, cover him a bit more,
You have to
and
pull out
then,
the brain
and then,
liver and
With
Right.
jam.
with jam.
no, we're gonna mummify you alive.
Jam.
That's the worst form of mummification, just to mummify you alive.
Okay. Oh, like Imhotep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be sticky, which is even worse.
Sticky.
So instead of Heimdall be eating like by
You'll be suffocating by
He's
jam.
alive by ants that are after the jam.
Oh, that's
You don't,
Well-
you want ants? This is how we get ants! So, we kind of just at the table, Yashio just kind of leans back. I think I may know exactly, well, not exactly, but what you might mean by this.
Okay.
I do know what lies beneath this city. I do know the others.
Well, let us believe the city's done.
Can we all hear this?
Yeah, this has all been spoken out, and well, that would cause, that would give good reason to what's been going on with the Sundowning recently. And that
Yeah.
particular one can be easily done through axe.
Oh shit, is that why we got the big C now?
Yep. You're now literally just piecing this together.
Literally.
From what you understood, what you can remember, like the top history of this world was just a giant continent, and after your trip to Hell, it's all separated, it's all split apart, it's all different continents and different islands now as well. And hearing this, you're now gathering, okay, whatever they're talking about. You three
This
are
all happened because
completely.
we didn't do my daddy that favour when I met him.
No, this would have been done with an artifact.
If we were meant to go down there,
So, Cam, what do you know about artifacts?
Well,
why
I
would
know
you know
about it.
anything?
Well, you're a pirate, aren't you?
Hi, I have for treasure and gold
Yeah, and sometimes someone can be artifacts.
that we sell.
Okay, I don't know.
He's not an antique stealer, woman. Give him
He
a
could
break.
be.
He's a fucking
Right,
privateer.
right. So let's piece what we know together. Orcs and goblins working for one of the Dark Six. An artifact that can physically control the earth that lied beneath the city that can fair to say everyone in the city did not even know existed, most still don't. Sundering of the world, Kartek claiming war. Am I the only one who's seen something going on here, or?
Goblin country, anyone? Because I have been a King Architect's own man.
Well, I
What about
doubt
us?
he will have that particular artifact. There's one bigger one that I can think of that might be holding that particular one, if that's who took it.
Oh, is it that necromancer dude?
No,
No?
I'm thinking more of the orc kind.
Is that Oaks? I did just say Oaks and no one picked
Alex
up.
isn't a necromancer though.
Yeah, but I've said that before. What about Oaks?
And yeah, that's right.
However, there are other places that need to be searched, and you may have to be in two places at once.
So we need to breed and multiply.
Unfortunately, that would take too long.
I don't know, have you seen Danny?
Yashti
I'm not pregnant yet.
Yashtiel leans in and goes, well, I've been yearning to leave the mountains for a little while, and if searching needs to be done, she turns to Thangela, that I can fly pretty far.
You can also fly while being pretty.
Thangela's like, well, I'm not going to say leave straight away. I have some oaths to keep. And the Autumn Passing Festival's in a few days. Gotta have some celebration before navigating the world.
Drink it.
You just want to try and get drunk.
Well, there's that, but I do have another mission now, so
Whilst it's all happening, I'm finishing up my wine and slowly not sneaking off upstairs.
make it stuff.
So say, is your seafood silver?
No, there's something else.
Tiefling's brother?
I'm pretty
25.
sure she needs surgical stitches to put that back together.
Yeah, you just, no one notices you're gone.
Yeah, maybe because no one cares.
Can something follow me?
Make a perception check first to see if you notice she's gone. And what is this she has to be?
20.
That's what you rolled, yeah?
Yeah, and that's 5.
So 25.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good
I
luck.
can't be it. 13.
Yep, no, you don't even notice Petal's gone. However, while all this is going on, you all have heard random like chairs being moved. Look over at where the sound is, see no one there. Throughout this entire time.
You
I
know
wonder
it.
if you can seduce ghosts.
We've seen that.
Anita, you hear a random muffled voice at the back of your head.
Can I understand what it's saying?
Nope. You just hear this random muffled.
You can't just get the fuck out of here, are you?
And Flake, at one point you get a tap on your shoulder.
I look around.
No, nothing's there.
Something water
Look.
your grave.
It's weird how spooky shit happens once a dragon arrives. You must be really powerful, whatever you
I'm only young, I'm only about 300 years old.
You're so weird. Makes me happy to think that
So
for
what's
300
the
years
plan?
you're gonna-
You two are going off where?
Search for, basically, cigarettes hidden beneath the
So you know what we
Right,
brought in?
right.
Where will we be?
Sorry?
Where will we be?
What we
I,
bought in before.
as big as Steel here is, I don't think she'll be able to carry all of us.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think the Isabel said something about the Goblin Country and something's that you need to get from a particular idiotic goblin.
Gets care for people.
Goblin Country hostile.
I don't know, that's new.
It is now. It wasn't beforehand, but now that the goblins have, Kartek has declared war. You have had reports, Petal and Lisabel. Sansa would have told you reports that Goblin Country is now becoming hostile
Yeah, exactly.
points.
Is it? Can we get there by land or sea?
By land, Goblin Country is literally between where Capeson is. Goblin Country is to the east, and then beyond Goblin Country is Fortrin, which is a forged city of dwarfs and what else?
Is there any coast for Goblin Country? Or is it all land?
It's all landlocked.
Cool.
Is it still not?
Yeah.
You just won't go on your ship then?
No, I haven't had it done, but
No, it's still primarily landlocked. It's about the most you know. There have been reports that armies have amassed up in Fordrin to make attacks and incursions into Golden Country from there.
So, how long till we enact this plan? Do you go like friggly flying away? I mean, like, I know you said after the autumn, but like after the festival, does that give us a week, 3 days? Like,
3 days.
The autumn passing festival starts in 3 days and it will go on for about 4 days. So we'll be here for another week.
okay.
And so it's the
Captain
autumn.
and I have some business we need to wrap up before we leave.
Oaths and thoughts.
Got breweries, haven't we?
Alright, so what is the party doing now? You're just going to continue drinking?
Yeah, let's
need
get
a longer episode.
Belle and Leandros flush because they both deserve it. Also, I want to see if the dragon can get drowned.
I think she can.
I want to try.
You're gonna try. Okay.
Alright, so over the course of the day, we'll put all that you've at least had a short rest, so
Short
those
rest,
who
not
lost
long
strength in that battle can
Yeah.
regain it. And you get and
Short
you-
rest, not long rest.
Yeah, short rest for the time being. 'Cause if there's anything, in case there's anything you guys want to get up to today.
I've already come. I have 1 weekend plus 2.
Yep. And yeah, if anyone wants to use any hit die,
There's no strength and stuff to come back.
yeah. So after short rest, your strength's back to what it should be, or it was anyways.
That's a good time.
Yeah.
That's to get the health back.
Yep, so yeah, you can use any amount of hit die you want to. You don't have to use just one. You can use all of them if you want.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
want to
only
try
get up
power?
2 hits. 2 points.
I took shitloads.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use 4.
Yeah, you got way hold on.
What do I use?
If you hit on your
I
short
got a
rest,
2
thing, it
plus
should
2.
go.
You
Well,
click
I
on
don't
short
know where
rest.
my
at the
short
top.
rest thing is.
At the very top.
Oh,
short
there.
rest button.
I don't usually bother because I don't usually have to take any actual fucking damage because I'm
Alright.
like melee super snoop.
How keep that knowledge?
Not back. It's
Oh,
back
1d8.
stealth, but so strength is back, yeah.
Yeah, your strength, all your strength is back to normal as well.
Oh, minus 2. Okay, so that worked out as exactly 2 anyway, so.
You can use as many hit points.
Yeah, I mean, you can use as many hit die as you'd like.
So if you open your short rest thing, it will show you how many hit dice you can use, and then you just kick them off.
So you all have about 6 hit die. I think.
Yeah.
Pedal might be the only one with 2 different.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm needing that.
They want
Yeah, me
special.
too.
Special.
Alright, I'll have
Yeah,
you
so-
say
I am gonna find a quartermaster
Yeah.
and tell them after the festival to go back to Blackcoat.
Yep. Make your way there. Just kind of talk to Blackjack. You also just go around the ship as well, just make sure everything's in order. Kind of. It's your pride and joy.
It's your baby.
But only until the next day, the morning after the last day of the festival.
Yeah.
I need my dragon. I'm sitting down.
And
having a drink. I need
let
my
them know
dragon.
why.
Yeah.
Just say there might be several crates appearing on the ship. As soon as the crates are all on the ship, get out there.
that's the sign of
Anyone else?
Canada.
Anyone else want to be doing anything today?
Yes, I want to be getting my wife drunk
Bar
and
that.
then having a conversation with her.
I'm in my room, making sure no one's out.
Yep.
Go lock the door. Pull my sword out.
Mm-hmm.
Just go for
And to go ask, who is in the sword?
You don't get anything for a moment.
For no reason.
The sword starts to almost look like bleed with shadow. No response has come yet, though.
And then it was Daniel.
Who is in the sword? Who gave me the sword?
The shadows start intensifying. It starts slowly kind of caressing your arms, almost in a very gentle
Oh.
kind of way as well.
Love that.
But more kind of wrapping around, kind of more Not to make that kind of particular point, but almost kind of like tentacles, kind of.
Ooh,
Yeah,
a
not
hentai.
quite,
Yeah,
not quite that extreme of that what we're all thinking of now, but along that kind of vein.
There's still no.
There's still no voices. There's still nothing coming from it yet.
I got this sword from the catacombs. Who is in this sword? I demand answers.
Make an intimidation check. 13.
I demand answers!
I demand answers.
Release your inner Heimdall, apparently.
And have it in.
And a voice rings out. Why should I answer my new puppet?
Nah, he a tinkling puppet.
No,
But
it's
I
like.
need to know
Slow down.
who gave me the sword. What's the purpose of me to have this sword?
Purpose will be made clear.
Oh, yeah, the
But
window
for
on
the
my
time
back.
being, just
Wait.
come out. You did well in that fight. Albeit not the best enemies to come against. I'll have plans for you to win.
When I hear that, I just, with anger, just throw the sword up against the wall and just sticks.
Yep. Sticks into the
Yeah.
into the thing.
Yeah.
The shadows.
Did you resist?
You do that, but the shadows are still connected to your arms. As the tendrils have just gone straight into your arms.
Haven't you seen enough hentai to know where this is going?
And and when you do that, they start slowly
Hey,
retracting
let's go.
away.
Yeah.
But before they kind of finish and go back into the blade. Oh, you will be magnificent. That. And the shadows bleed back into the sword.
I always knew Petal was a sneaky bitch.
Yeah, didn't trust her from the start.
What do you mean?
She was just too nice.
Too nice, far too nice.
Squadron
Wasn't crooked. So you know she's evil.
When someone's too nice, you know they're evil.
You know they're evil.
There's something to hide.
It's like all them super cutesy Christian people that, you know, always end up to be the serial killers in the horror movies, you know?
Yep. Don't trust the Christians.
Way forward.
I tell you that with most of my family in America being Christian, so.
Have you?
How's that on the cats?
Did you ever have a cat yet?
No.
Oh.
Black and
Not
white or
right now.
ginger?
Are we gonna go
Got
find?
ghosts there.
Yep.
No, the
Oh,
cat
we-
always comes in.
Yeah.
Oh, one, not the ginger one.
Where you go for?
One.
Are we gonna go find
There. I'm thinking.
Well, you guys are still down at the table with Belle.
No,
Oh, you're not. You're not.
no.
But I'm
Well,
doing
if we're doing that like, for like the afternoon, I won't think about that.
Yep. So the afternoon kind of carry goes on. Petal. You all do eventually hear a boom. For those still in the tavern, anyways, coming from upstairs.
But we just assumed Petal's
Well,
getting banged by a tape.
You're not even sure. You know there are still other guest rooms in that tavern. You are just the one people with permanent
Jesus, that
stays.
wasn't scared him out.
Is that it?
That was pretty terrifying, so we're gonna.
So, allow me to read. There are other guest rooms. You don't know if there are other guests, though.
I just assumed there.
I'm gonna walk back in and Miss Merryweather. I think we have some business to talk about.
We do have some business to talk about.
Right.
Before we do it, we might as well get in something strong for my lovely lady here. She's had a hard day. Use a drink.
That kind of Tanjiro just looks at Ishtia and is like, let's get some more drinks. Come on, Ishtia. I guess then two just walk off to the bar together. Are you're still sat at the table yet?
Yeah, I'm still here. I need to learn all this stuff because I'm so out of the loop with most of the stuff that's going on. So,
Sorry, kids.
yeah.
Miss LePellin.
Captain?
We have a favour to ask.
Oh, no, we would like to ask your opinion on something. We were having a hypothetical discussion because we are trying to. I'm not very smart, okay? And we wanted to try.
You're rambling, dear. Get on with it.
I'm embarrassed, okay? I'm not the brightest, and obviously you're very intelligent. So Captain here was trying to help explain some things to me about magic. He knows a wee bit,
Aye.
but he don't have all the answers. So we were kind of hoping you could fill in the blanks because I'd like to be able to talk to you about stuff that's not just killing stuff and shouting. So, and you know, I wish I could have helped with bringing Theo back because it was a goal we both had, and I just did. I bought jam. So,
Okay.
can we have a intellectual conversation in which you attempt to enlighten us, and I probably won't understand it all the time.
I suppose so.
It's going to be hard, that's why I want to get it soft.
How much do you know about magical warding?
It's an academic check.
I'm surprised I didn't have to roll a
I said that actually, apparently.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, you know a lot about different warding spells and powers of warding. You also know a particular spell called the Glyph of Warding, which can be incredibly dangerous.
Mm-hmm,
By the point of you've done it a few times and you've just seen like things just explode into pieces.
I ain't telling that part.
So you tried to think it exploded?
Yeah.
Okay, but how would one identify it then? Just like, I mean, because that's really useful for me with me lockpicking and me traps, because I've been zapped a couple times before already. I really could do with making sure, like, what if we get separated? I don't want to get toasty.
Wards usually have like a shimmer to them. Like you can see they're there, even as a
Yeah, but how do I
non-magic
identify it's a real bad one?
The shinier it is, the worse it is.
What about say like a magical barrier to like that you push against but it just pushes you back?
Then clearly that's a boundary one that's trying to keep you out
There's that
or
that
in,
one.
depending on what way you're trying to go.
What's the best way to circumvent these sort of obstacles?
I take it I can't just time a lockpicks at it.
No, you can try, but it's just gonna come bouncing back at you and probably hurt you.
Yeah, that's not the best. Wouldn't be the stupidest if I got damaged though. Yeah.
Or you already standing there, I'm just sitting there.
I'm just kind of observing as per usual.
Okay, I think that part I'll tell you about the sigil and the glyphs and how many years ago I tried it once and I ended up getting thrown across the room because it exploded in my face.
It's not the only thing that's exploding in your face though, is it, love? I'm trying. Be patient with me. I just
So
don't
how
want to change overnight.
do you get round them? In case we can encounter something like this.
If it's a basic word, I suppose you can dispel the magic.
How would you do that?
You find a sorcerer who knows to spell magic.
Do we know a sorcerer that knows to spell magic? Do you know to spell magic?
Of course I fucking do!
I don't know nothing about magic, I know it's shiny and that's it.
Yes, I know to spell magic.
I take it you don't.
No.
If it's like a really powerful one, then you probably have to use the sigil. And then run. But I don't know how to do it anymore. I just kind of stopped doing it.
What sort of people would know how to do that? Like, if, say, in town.
Maybe buy something?
What is going on? The two chairs,
Candle guy.
while this is going on, the two chairs that Thandra and Yashtia were sitting just move. Still at the bar.
Okay?
I don't see a problem here. I clearly am just not trained enough.
Can I cast you invisibility?
If you want. You don't see me.
So what you're saying is if a barrier prevented us from getting in somewhere.
Then clearly they don't want you getting
yes,
in there.
But you could.
Yeah, but we're
Take
going
away
to
the
plenty of
barrier.
places we ain't meant to go in. This is, I'm going to walk into a zombie horde the other day.
I said I was sorry, and I'm pretty sure the specs made up for it.
You could get through that barrier, right?
Potentially, yes. But it's still hypothetical, yes.
Yes, of course it is. We're trying to learn because I want to be able to work better with you, and Captain just likes having an advantage.
Okay.
And I think I was annoying him with my specific questions.
So hypothetically, if there was a lot of treasure somewhere, and we knew where this location was, and the only thing stopping us was a magical barrier, would you be able to help us get it?
Make a persuasion check.
Make a persuasion check on this.
Because I'm not going to say yes.
You can make an insight check, Isabel.
I've got +5 for persuasion because it's one of my skills.
I'm
Fucking hell!
really annoyed.
I just
you
rolled
asked
for a
me
19 to
roll
one.
for the lie I had earlier. Because
You can fucking persuade me all you want.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
Everything he's saying sounds like a really, really interesting idea.
I'm fucking drunk right now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have been 4 for inside, but yeah.
So,
I mean,
you can persuade her of anything right now, Brett.
I could. Theoretically, yes, I could.
and that's all we need you for. All we need is pop, and then you can be on your merry way, and we will be in and be able to get.
I'm curious though, if it was hypothetical, what would the treasure be that you wanted? Because it depends on what the treasure is, depending on what the war is.
A lot of gems and shiny things.
Which could be used in rituals later. Let's say we needed to revive someone. Perhaps we need to fix what's going on with Theandra, because that didn't seem very stable, did it? That would be something that might be useful, theoretically, to have on hand. Why not?
I guess so.
Again, all you have to do is pop and then leave the rest to us.
You wouldn't even, theoretically speaking, have to remember it afterwards. If you didn't want to.
You use that potion on me and it'll sit forever.
Only with your consent, Ellen. I wouldn't force anything on you.
Okay.
Theoretically speaking, you can have complete deniability, no accountability, and a hell of a lot of reward for it. Theoretically.
Okay. I mean, it sounds like a good idea. I mean, gems are always handy.
And let's be honest, with the amount of work you put into bringing Theandra back, it's good to know that you've got resources to troubleshoot any potential
Bitch
problems.
didn't even thank me!
Not yet. We did get in a big fight. There were shadows, you know. I'm sure we'll get around to it. Particularly if you're getting drunk, he's probably going to be like a sloppy hugger, let's be honest.
Maybe.
He may even strip for you if you ask him to.
Mr. Blake, have you got any skills that we could use in acquiring gems?
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, I'm sure I can
I like
come up with
these,
something. I can make a good watchdog. Or cat.
That almost went everywhere though.
I'll keep it in mind.
Well, I have got enhanced ability, I've got that too. So I can make you extra dexterous.
I do have a little something that may have a scenario that I haven't previously shared. Or you already know of it. And then also, that also may come in handy.
Yeah, just put it through the candle.
Ah, yes, yes. Because Captain has a trick up his sleeve of that sort of thing as well.
So, quite a team. I think we have a hypothetically very promising hypothetical endeavour ahead of us.
Indeed. I am thinking the evening of the last night of the festival would be the optimum time to be doing such things.
Yes, If we were hypothetically going to go ahead with it.
Still not liking where this is going, guys. Okay.
Let's face it, my dear. Hypothetically speaking, this would be the best way to ensure our party stays together long term with your resurrection ritual. Gems are hard to come by as we learned. So, hypothetically, it'd be a good insurance.
Okay.
And I don't know about you, but I'm rather attached to the majority of our current party. I mean, we can afford to lose some chaff. But the wheat is good wheat. That is a hypothetical.
Okay. I'll help.
In
In a hypothetical sense.
In a hypothetical sense. My love isn't hypothetical, I must stress that.
What else do we need?
As you're kind of saying that to Andriel, and Yashkin will come back with just tray each in their hands of drinks. Just place it, well, more drinks, I'm sorry.
Oh, actually, more drinks.
Let's grab two.
What, 2 trays or just 2
People
drinks?
can do a perception check for this, but he's not actually going to grab it, it's actually just going to slide into his hand.
If anyone wants
I'm
to.
too drunk, but I don't give a shit.
I am very much.
As you've
keeping
all
an
been
eye
drinking,
out.
you're making these perception checks with disadvantage.
Okay. 16. Oh no, that's 10.
Oh wow, my disadvantage rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Plus 3, but still, it was a 2.
You see.
I had a 14 before.
You just literally. You just actually just think Anton picked it up on his own. You don't see anything else happen.
Magnet hands.
I think your camera died.
Oh shit.